I don't know why no one is talking about this feature, but Monster Hunter Wilds introduced a new mechanic called Focus Mode. But there's a problem. When you continually hit the same part of the monster, that part will break. Once that happens, you can hold L2 and deliver a focus attack that will do extra damage and close that wound. Not only that, but you can also hold L2 and modify your normal attacks. I'm using an insect glaive, so my bug will follow my attacks, grabbing the monster juices to buff me. And you can also change the direction of your attacks, which is really useful for heavier weapons, like a greatsword. The problem is that you need to control the camera with the right stick and use your normal attacks with the face buttons at the same time, which is really difficult. You can change the focus mode from hold to toggle, but I have a different solution that I think gives you much more control, and that almost doesn't require the right stick. So, if you're playing on PS5 or PC with a PlayStation controller, you can go into the settings, go to the camera tab, and on the last page, enable gyro camera controls. Now, once I press L2, I can slightly move my wrists to aim without having to touch the right analog stick. Of course, I will still use the right analog stick in case I need to do bigger movements, because no one wants to be playing the game like this all the time, right? So just using the analog stick to get close to the monster, and then using the motion sensors to do the rest of the tracking. This is called Gyro Aiming, and you may have heard of this before, or even tried it before. But if you aren't an avid gyro gamer like me, you may not know this, but for the past 2 years, Gyro Aiming has been seeing incredible improvements. So 2 years ago, you may expect Gyro Aim to emulate the right stick, which caused all sorts of problems like delays and dead zones, but nowadays, most of them work more like a mouse, perfectly following your physical movements. Even competitive shooters have adopted this feature. So if it's good for them, I think it will also work pretty well here, with much bigger targets. Capcom themselves are pushing this feature because their first implementations were terrible, and now this is the second time that I can recommend this feature on their games. But still, it's not perfect. Like, for some reason, there are only two options: enable gyro when using focus mode, or always enabled. And there are many other buttons that require aiming. I don't know why it only works like this. I mean, you can hold L2 and then hold R2, and I can still use gyro using the actions of R2, but it's clear that it isn't supposed to work like this. Which is even weirder when you consider that Monster Hunter Rise on the Nintendo Switch also had this feature, and I don't remember this being a problem there. Hopefully, they will fix this in the future. And if you like Monster Hunter and you like this tip, you will probably like this Dragon's Dogma 2 video. Thanks for watching.